Dear fellow students, what legacy are you building each day?
How will your peers and those around you remember you?
As we come to school each day, it's up to us to create a positive and respectful culture.
Imagine how much cleaner, safer, and more enjoyable schools would be if everyone took responsibility for their odd messes.
Unfortunately, there are others who do not feel safe or comfortable coming to Roy Junior High because of this environment.
Many students do not feel safe to even use a bathroom at Roy Junior.
We have the power to shape this place where we learn and grow.
And it's up to us to make it a place where every student feels important, supported, and safe.
Let's stand up and stand together and commit to building a legacy we can be proud of.
Let's work together to create a safer, cleaner, and more positive place.
Let's take this opportunity to come together and make a difference.
Let's stand up and stand together to build a positive legacy and put a stop to behaviors that make students uncomfortable to come to school each day.
Only together.
Only together.
Only together.
Only together. Only together.
Only together.
Only together.
Only together.
Only together.
Only together.
Only together to leave a legacy that we can all be proud of.
All be proud of.
My name is Dustin Flores. I've been asked to share a story that happened with me a couple of years ago. So I remember, I think it was about 5 years ago, there was an NAL match that we had against North Ogden Junior High. And I just so happened at that time to be going to the office for whatever reason, I can't remember, when the NAL kids showed up in their bus. And I remember distinctly there was this little girl, as she was walking in, she was telling her buddies, like, ew, be sure not to touch anything here because this is Roy Junior High, and Roy Junior High is ghetto and gross. Now, I grew up in a place that was very similar to Roy Junior High in demographics, and when I heard her say this, it lit a bit of a fire in me, right? I was defensive, right? Because, I mean, my community is very similar to Roy Junior High, and having taught here for almost 8+ years, like, I've grown to love this community, and I'm all for it. Right? And so when she said that, it really struck a chord within me. It lit a fire because I have pride in where I come from. Right? And there's people outside of our community who are coming to our home and disrespecting us like that. And I know for a fact that it's not just North Ogden. I'm sure a lot of you out there have heard similar things from other people in other schools, probably maybe even family members, maybe even kids that have come to our school. Right? Now, when the new school was built, I was really looking forward for this awesome opportunity for us to change their minds. You know, having this brand new building with all this new cool stuff, a brand new gym, everything like that. I was excited to start proving a lot of these people wrong and showing them that we are a lot more than the negative stereotypes that they give us, right? And since the new school was built, right, we started changing a lot of that perspective. We've won back-to-back NAL championships. We broke a 32-year-long drought in football championship. We won art contests. We were awarded scholarships. We produced amazing plays like Into the Woods and Peter Pan, right? And we killed it at high school competitions, right? With 7th, 8th, and 9th graders that present at HOSA and so on and so forth. We've had a slew of amazing things that we have accomplished here at Roy Junior High. Yet we are still known as the ghetto and gross school. And I get that not all of us are ghetto and gross. I understand that. The majority of us aren't. However, there are a few kids that tarnish that reputation. They feed into those negative stereotypes and live up to that. And right, and they vandalize the school. They vandalize the bathroom halls, the whatever, the locker rooms. They leave trash on the floor for somebody else to clean it up. Right? And I also hear a lot of these kids swearing up and down the halls, like saying curse words that they definitely shouldn't be saying at this age. And these kids make the school ghetto and gross. They do, which makes it hard to get mad when the preppy kids from other schools, like that girl from North Ogden, when they say those things about our school, because, to be honest, they're right. They are right. And it's a tough pill to swallow, I know. Now let me be clear, it's easy to point out the problem that we have here at Roy Junior High. So the question is, what are we going to do about it? Okay, are we satisfied with other schools and communities looking down on us? Do we like being known as the ghetto school, as the gross school? I'm sure some people in some classes probably right now are looking around saying, yep, we are, and looking around at their friends and begging for a laugh, but really in the end they just look like an idiot, but so for those of you who are wanting to make a change, are wanting to make a difference and change the perception of not just those outside of our community, but those within our community as well, I challenge you to ignore that kid. I challenge you to rise above it. Just because they're satisfied with being at the bottom doesn't mean you have to be satisfied with being at the bottom. Take pride in yourself. Take pride in where you come from. Take pride in your community. And let's clean up our school. Let's be a positive example to others. And when we see people being negative, when we see people being trashy, when we see people being ghetto and gross, we need to be leaders and step up and call them out. Now, do so in a respectful way, right? Because if it ends up turning into a fight, we're feeding into that ghetto and gross mentality, right? And if you feel like it is going to turn into a fight, if you say something, get a trusted adult, get a staff member, a school member to come in and step in and put a stop to it. Because we need to be united in this front, right? I don't like it when other people look down on the students that I have, because I know that you guys are amazing, that you guys are leaders. And together, we can build a better mindset. Let's be classy, not trashy. And like the school slogan is, let's build our legacy one day at a time.